Good morning. It's Thursday, August 29th. This is Wake Up with KERA News. Hi there, I'm Andrew Garcia. Depending on where you are in the Metroplex, scattered storms are likely on their way. You'll have about a 1 in 5 chance of seeing some rain today. Otherwise, today's highs will be in the mid to upper 90s. There's quite a lot going on in North Texas as we gear up for the long weekend, so let's get into the news. The families of several victims of the 2023 Allen Premium Outlet shooting are suing the owner of the mall and the hired security company. In the lawsuit, they claim the companies did not take appropriate measures to keep people safe. The plaintiffs say Allen PD advocated for more uniformed officers patrolling the mall, but Simon Property Group allegedly ignored the requests. The group is also being sued in Washington, Indiana, and other states for similar incidents. A Dallas man has pleaded guilty to over $27 million in fraud. Dennis James Rogers II solicited investment for fuel and water rights for his business Oregon Mountain Trading Company. But he used the money for personal interests, including travel on a private jet and real estate, among other expenses. Rogers could face up to 10 years in prison. Transit advocates are making a case against proposed budget cuts at Dallas area rapid transit. As KERA's Pablo Orauz-Peña reports, DART is considering capping spending by as much as 5% in its next budget.
On Tuesday, members of the Dallas Area Transit Alliance, or DATA, spoke to the DART Board of Directors to address their concerns about proposed budget cuts. DATA member Ruben Mendoza relies on public transit to get to school in Denton from his home in southeast Dallas. He says he and his family are regular DART users.
Quite frankly, I see any future proponents against it, or any propositions against its funding, as foolish, short-sighted, and a direct attack on my family.
DART's Board of Directors plans to vote on its new budget next month. For KERA News, I'm Pablo Orauz-Peña.
Up next, advocates are pushing state lawmakers to give group home workers a raise. As KERA's Miranda Suarez reports, group homes serve thousands of Texans with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
Group homes are funded through Medicaid, so it's up to legislators to set the base wage for workers. Right now, that base wage is $10.60 an hour. Group home operators say it's next to impossible to keep or hire staff at that level. Jeff Miller of Disability Rights Texas says it's even harder when state-run institutions for people with disabilities pay their workers a lot more.
They're paying close to $20 an hour with benefits. My workers are going to go work for the state-supported living center if they can.
Group home providers say the staffing crisis has led to worse care for their residents. For KERA News, I'm Miranda Suarez in Fort Worth.
And finally, an inquiry has been opened into Sequest Aquarium in Fort Worth. As KERA's Catherine Hobbs reports, the investigation comes after PETA accused the aquarium of criminal activity.
Animal rights group PETA called for the investigation earlier this month after the death of 2 nurse sharks and other animals. A necropsy found the sharks died of starvation. 3 former employees turned whistleblowers described severe overcrowding, too small enclosures, and poor water quality. The U.S. Department of Agriculture previously cited the aquarium for, quote, cramped, unsanitary conditions, including filthy animal enclosures and floors. Other Sequest locations have been cited more than 80 times for disease hazards, inadequate animal care, and animal deaths. For KERA News, I'm Catherine Hobbs.
The Rangers finished their series against the Chicago White Sox this evening. They swept yesterday's doubleheader, picking up a 3-1 victory in the relatively nondescript first game, especially when compared to the late-game heroics of Game 2. As in the bottom of the ninth, outfielder Travis Jankowski scaled the left field wall to rob what would have been a walk-off 3-1 homer from White Sox Andrew Vaughn. Check out the artist exhibition She Said, She Said at the Arlington Museum of Art. The exhibition features pieces by more than 30 celebrated female artists across disciplines. For more, visit kera.org/calendar. Thanks for listening to Wake Up with KERA News. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia. This show was produced and edited by Shardae White and Becca Moore. For more news in your inbox, visit kera.org/wakeup. That's where you can subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA News newsletter and get more news and good morning vibes from our colleague, Catherine Hobbs. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at KERATX, and we'll see you tomorrow.